Okay, this tutorial is going to show you how to log onto the portal via the Highfield website and then open up Serif WebPlus and then start creating your master page for your website. So the first thing we need to do is go onto the Highfield webpage, highfieldhumanity.co.uk, go onto staff links, which is there, scroll down and go to Home Access Portal. Now when that pops up, you need to type in your username and password that you normally log on to the school system with and click log on. You'll then get two options, either full screen or window. Click on full screen because we want to have use of the full screen. If we just click on the window, it'll be too small and we won't really be able to see what we're doing. And as you can see, it's taking a couple of seconds to log on, but once it does log on, the first thing you'll notice is that we are back in the old school. It's back on a Windows based platform. Now all our old files we can access here. If I click in here and then into there, all my area is there. It'll be the same for you. Okay, my documents is empty, there's nothing in there. Okay, so you can't use my documents, so it has to be this way and then into your username that way, and all your files and folders will be there. You can also make new folders just like you were in the old school. So how do we open up Serif? Just the same as the old school. Start, Programs, up to Serif, that's the program we're going to be using, and then Serif WebPlus X5. Now once we click on that, it'll take a couple of seconds to load up. Should be relatively quick. And the first thing you'll see is lots of windows and pop-ups, etc. Now it's asking us, what do you want to do? We want to create a new site. So we click on Start New Site, and there we go, we're ready to go. Now at the moment there's lots and lots of windows that we don't really need at the moment. This window down the bottom we don't need, and this window on the side we don't really need. Okay, so if we click this little arrow here, it actually collapses the menu. If I click on it again, it pops it back up again, or I can click it down again just to get rid of it. It gives us a lot more space. I can also do this one as well. Now we've got lots more space to work. We need this one a lot, so we don't want to collapse that. Now the first thing we need to do is set up a master page. Now a master page is basically a template that we're going to create that's going to have our website logo on and our navigation bar. Now the advantage of making a master page is that we only ever have to make this once. So when we're making our other pages, we won't have to reinsert the logo, reinsert the menu bar, etc, etc. Okay, basically cuts down time and makes things look a lot more professional because we'll be in the same place every time. So what we need to go is master page here and click on the drop down menu and we get master A. Now you'll notice when I double click on this, we get the eye symbol there. It's like an eyeball. Yeah, it basically means we're on that page. If I click on the home page, double click, sorry, the eye now goes to that, which means I'm on that page. So I'm going to double click back onto master page and the eye is on there. If I only click on it once on home, it won't work. Double click and the eye comes. Double click, eye. Okay. Now the first thing we need to do is make this page look a bit more like a web page, because at the moment it looks more like a Word document. It's in a portrait style. We need it to be in landscape orientation. So we go to Edit, Page Properties. We're going to change the width and height. Now the width is going to be 1000. And the height is going to be 700. Oh, 700. Okay, and we've now got our page set up. Now the first thing we want to do is think about what's going to go on your master page, i.e. what's going to be on every single page. Now every good website you will see will have the logo generally in the left hand corner and a menu bar going across the top. Those two things will be on every single page. Okay, so we're going to create this one page and then link that into our other pages to save us having to add this content every single time. So I'm going to show you how to do this. Now my website is going to be about Manchester United. Okay, so I'm going to really want to have a Manchester United logo in this area here. So I'm going to go to Start, Programs, and go to Internet Explorer. Now unfortunately this search bar doesn't work, Okay, so don't try and use that to search. So you can type in google.co.uk, and I'm going to search for a Man United logo. And we'll go to images. Hopefully it should be a good one for me. Yeah, this one here will do. Now what I need to do is I need to right click on it. You'll have to hold down control and click, or two fingers on the mouse. Yep, so just 2 fingers. And then I'm going to save this. I don't want to copy and paste it because it doesn't work like that in a website. You need to save the picture first and then insert it in the program. You can't just copy and then paste because it won't work. So we have to save picture as, and we then need to place it in our area. Now, as I've said before, my documents isn't your area. This is your area here. Charlton J is mine. Yours will be 16 or 15, whatever. I'm going to go into my area again, and I'm going to go into my Year 8 folder. Now, I need to, in order for me to keep everything organised, I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it 8.2 Web Design. Okay, and I'm going to make another folder called Images, and I'm going to save this image here. Now it's a bit long, so I'm going to call it Man United logo, and that is now saved in my area. That image is in my area, so let's go and insert it. So I'm back in WebPlus, and I'm going to insert the image. So make sure I'm on the master page, which I am. Insert picture, and then from a file. I'm going to find where this file is now. Now I'm then going to go and find my Year 8 folder. So it should be near the bottom. There it is, Year 8. Year 8, 8.2 Web Design. And as you can see, click into the image file. There's the logo I want to add. Click open. It then gives me this grey box with a cross, and I need to click and then drag depending on how big I want it. So I think that's big enough for now. That should do. Let me push that up there. Now if I come and click on my home page now, so I double click on it, you can see that that logo is now on there. Don't worry about the size now, I'll show that in a second. Now we also want to double click back onto the master page, and we want to add a navigation bar to allow us to get to our other pages. So you should have already planned out your pages, what you need. So this should be basically following your design. So I'm going to go onto this section here which says navigation flyout. So just click on that once and it'll bring a pop-up. And it can then give us, gives us lots of different types of navigation styles. We can change the colours in a second. So I'm just going to choose, I don't know, this one will do here. Third one, yep. It even gives the option to drop down. And I'm going to click OK. Now you'll notice it's only put one link in at the moment, home. Now it's only putting one link in at the moment because I've only got one page. Now this will automatically grow and get bigger every time I add a new page. Alright, so I'm going to drag this up to the top. And you'll see now when I go onto my home page that the menu bar is there. Now we can see that this page is still the wrong size, so I'm going to have to edit the size of this page as well. So edit, page properties, appearance, and if you remember we set the width to 1000 and the height to 700. Now unfortunately the height and width don't control the master page, which is a bit of a pain, but we can get through it. Now we want to add another page, and we want to see this menu bar grow. So if I add another page in, so click on this plus icon here, and I'm going to call it the news page. Now hopefully, yep, now we can see that it's added another link. Again, unfortunately, the page has to be resized. It's a bit of a pain, but that's what we have to do. So edit, page properties, appearance, change it to 1700. Okay. So now we can see that the menu bar is automatically updated for us. Okay. So we can see it also changes to tell us which page we're on as well. So on the master page, if I move this menu down the bottom here, obviously that's not a good thing to do because the user won't be able to see it. When I go onto the home page now, the menu's already moved for us. We don't have to change it. So if I click on the news page, it's also updated it for us. I don't need to change it or move it. Now, one thing many people make the mistake of doing is when they're on a page, they want to try and move the menu bar. Now, because it's on the master page, I can't move that. If I want to move this menu bar back to the top up here, I need to double click on the master page. I can then move it wherever I want to. Okay. So that's the basic set out. You've got your logo there. You've got your navigation bar there. Just ignore this. My computer's running a little bit slow. That'll disappear in a second. You've got your navigation bar here, and we can now know that these pages automatically are added on the nav bar every time we add a new page. So, if you want to make a start on yours now, open up Serif WebPlus by logging into the portal. Get your logo on your master page and add your menu bar. Just a brief note as well, we can also change the colour and style of this menu bar by edit navigation bar, and we've also got appearance, so we can change the colours here. There's loads and loads of different colour schemes and whatever. I can use the pen tool there. There's lots and lots of different options that I can choose. Okay, but I'm not going to go into that too much now. Okay, let's have a go at getting your logo in and your nav bar in. Okay, off you go.